All right, welcome back, everybody. You and I have been talking about this time of year as it turns colder, the temperatures, and obviously that leads to people turning on space heaters, which could lead to fires, and then other hazards as well. So, of course, we have Richard Michaelis in from Michaelis Restoration.
Morning,
welcome
Amber.
back.
Morning, Randy.
Thank you for
How are
being
you?
here. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you. Happy
turn
to be
on
here.
a space heater quite a bit.
Yeah, well, you know, during the newscast, when we head into this time of the year, we have more stories coming up about house fires.
Right.
And you know it's because of the space heaters. They're great, but they can be very dangerous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Space heaters and maybe just more people in their homes and, you know, things are activities going on, light fixtures, candles, things like that. And also maybe electrical, but we do see during the cold weather kind of a increase in the demand or the request for our firm to help with fire restoration.
Yeah, and that's always the tricky part too, because I think a lot of people may try to do some things on their own, but it does beg that question, when is it time, okay, you need to bring in the experts and make sure this is done properly.
Well, absolutely. And what I would recommend or comment on right away is if
there's fire damage right
there.
there.
That is fire damage.
Okay.
That is a heavily damaged electrical system in a
wow.
commercial building, and there was quite a bit of framing and it was a heavy fire. But what I was going to say is I recommend that if there is a fire in your home or business, get out and let the professionals come help.
Sure.
And sometimes I see homeowners or business owners try to help, and it's just too dangerous. So just get out.
And we talk about fire prevention as well, which, I mean, some of it seems obvious, but I think it's still, it begs worth repeating, right? Because every year these things happen, and it's always those little things. It's like, oh, I knew better. I knew that. And it can result in a big hazard.
Absolutely. So you mentioned the space heaters, and generally what we see that is maybe children and pets will knock one over, and it's close to like draperies or window treatments, blankets, things like that. Candles left unattended, same thing. Maybe they get knocked over, or they just create some type of a hazard that way. So an electrical, I don't know how you, I mean, how do you know you're going to have an electrical fire? I don't think people know that. But again, if you have a fire, get out. Because I see the other side sometimes, and it's just a horrible, tragic situation.
Right.
What are some of the fire prevention tips that we can do?
Well, I think right away, the space heaters, if you can make sure that they're away from the walls, away from flammable products. I've seen people use ovens and stoves to heat up a house when maybe it's...
Which I know is always
dicey, never a good idea. The candles, I've seen those cause fires also. And just with a lot of activity, maybe electrical fires with extension cords and you know, situations like that.
Well, we mentioned fire extinguishers, different smoke alarms as well. Always make, I mean, again, obvious stuff, but we need to repeat it every year.
Yeah, check batteries, make sure your smoke detectors are operable, and maybe that's a monthly routine. Fire extinguishers, good idea, but again, I think leave that to the professionals. If it starts to be a dangerous situation, get out and let the fire or the first responders come help, the fire departments and first responders.
And you should also have your chimney inspected, right? We do that every fall.
Never a bad idea if you have a true wood-burning masonry fireplace. It's going to build up creosote, and those can start fires in the throat of the chimney. So having those serviced and cleaned annually is probably a good idea.
Yeah. And then furnace inspections too.
I think most homeowners probably are on a program with a heating and cooling contractor where they do come in and service that annually. Always a good idea. Make sure they're clean, you know, and serviced, and new filter systems put in so that it's not a hazard.
And I don't want to forget to mention too that this time of year, I mean, there are obviously hazards we want to avoid, but there's some real tragedies too when it comes to homes that, I mean, your entire everything that was in there you feel like is gone, but you guys do some amazing work to help salvage what you can.
Well, thank you, Amber. So out of all the services we offer, fires are the most tragic and devastating. So a lot of times a family and a business, they've just lost everything. Their business, personal property, their personal home contents. They're out of a house. They have no place to live. So I can't think of something worse than maybe like a hurricane or a tornado where it just wipes out the whole home or neighborhood.
Right.
So fires are tragic, and we help as much as we can, and we're here to help if a viewer needs our help for something like that. But again, fires are just the worst.
Yeah.
They're just the worst.
So if they want to contact you, how do they get hold of it?
So the easiest way to reach our firm is 1-844-FIX-INDY. Or MichaelisCorp.com. So 1-844-FIX-INDY or MichaelisCorp.com.
Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate the information. And like I said, just going over it, checking those things really could make all the difference and prevent something before it happens.
Be diligent.
So
be
we
diligent.
appreciate it. All right.
Well, thank you.
So
Thank you for
much.
having me.
All right, you bet.
Okay.